Hello everyone, welcome back to another session. This is part 2 to chapter 6, grade 6 CPSC, and the name of the chapter is Rural Administration. So in the last class, we covered all these topics where I told you what is the role of Patwari. He's the village officer who maintains and updates the land records. And of course, he uses long chains or other measuring devices to measure the size of the land, farm, or the plot. Now, for better understanding of the concept, before we get to know as to how does this entire setup work, let's get to know the administrative structure of India. How do we divide India to have smooth functioning of the administration? I'll make it easy for you guys. Let's say we start with the central government, the government at the center. So right under the central government, we have the second level that's called the state government. Right under the state government, we have smaller divisions, right? And those divisions, they are called as districts. And the set of governance that we have there, it's Zilla Parishad. You've already done it in the last class. The districts are further divided into two sections. So the in charge of the district, he's known as, let me write it for you guys, another pen. He's known as district collector, who takes care of the entire functioning of the districts, right? So districts are further divided into tehsils, and the person in charge of the tehsil, he's known as tehsildar. Then after tehsildar, you have the gram panchayat, or you can say the gram sabha. That's the village level. So panchayat means the body. So at this village level, you have the patwari. So first of all, the first stage to approach in case there's a land dispute is you approach the patwari. And the patwari is supervised in this functioning by the tehsildar. And the tehsildar can further seek help from district collector in case he feels the need for. And this is the case when I talk about the rural area. Similarly, in the urban area or in the city, you have municipality, or you can say municipal corporation. These are the areas, how they've been sectioned out, right? So this is basically for ease and for convenience, so that there's no discomfort in setting the responsibility. So as we've discussed, that there's this patwari who takes care of the land records and is also seeking help from the revenue department. And tehsildar happens to help the patwari in other functioning also. So this is how, guys, the cases are being resolved. And you can easily, in case of land dispute that was there between Mohan and his fellow farmer, whose name was Raghu, people approached patwari, and patwari is ensured that the land records are kept and land revenue is collected, and even the farmers have a copy to the same, because it's very important that farmers keep a copy of their record with them. So you can approach the patwari in case you need the caste certificate. That can also be done. You can also approach them in case there is any dispute related to the land. And in case he is not able to resolve, then tehsildar's office is also open for the dispute resolution. So that brings us to the last topic of the class, that is a new law. What is the new law? Let me tell you. It's related to the family matter. And the name of the law is Hindu Succession, which means moving from one generation to the another. Amendment, which means alteration. Act, or you can say law, which was made in 2005. Now, earlier there was this law, or I would say inherent tendency in the society, that if a farmer has 3 kids and 2 of them happen to be sons, So the Hindu women did not get a share in their property. She wouldn't get it. But after Hindu Succession Amendment Act was passed, it was made sure that in Hindu families or otherwise, there is an equal distribution in the land. May it be 1 kid, may it be 2 kids, may it be 3 kids. And the same applies to all the states and UTs. No state can say that we would not accept this law. So here we're treating a girl child and a boy child, we're keeping them at the same on the same platform at the same level. The same was proved by Sudha's mother rather, because Sudha was the eldest daughter who belonged to an agricultural family. And she was married in a neighboring village, and she often used to come visit her mother because her father died and help her in the field or otherwise in the house. So Sudha's mother, she approached the Patwari and made sure that the land that she owns is now recorded as being distributed among all the children, including Sudha. So now Sudha's mother is very confident mother that she doesn't have to take away the share of Sudha that she rightly deserves. And she can depend on that piece of land in case of crisis. Right, guys? I hope the session was useful to you. In case you liked it, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.